Right, Crimson Dust. Time to learn more spells, methinks. Now, what to go for? Alright, I've got telekinesis. I mean, those are pretty good. I'm liking the idea of Scuttle, actually. Could I combine Scuttle and telekinesis? So I could make that. Use telekinesis to lift it. Also, I have extra red potions, so I kind of need to use those, I think. That was a red spell, right? Hey, Damien. Do you ever get the uncanny feeling you've forgotten something?
Like...
Because I'm getting real bad right now, like super bad.
Really?
Or super duper bad. I don't think I've missed anything on the shopping list, and you didn't forget your wallet today.
Right.
So what could it be? Oh well, it might be nothing. Maybe I just forgot the brew I learned earlier.
Help me!
Here, can you hold these for me? You have to unlock the door.
Of course.
I hand Damien the bag. It's in one of my hands. I fiddle for the keys.
Crab apples!
Did you maybe find something you forgot?
Well...
I think I left the keys on the table. Zero's gonna roast the stuffing out of me if I call him to face through the door again.
Oh,
I don't need to call anyone.
please.
Allow me. Damien sets the bags on down for a moment and gently pulls the string on their wrist.
Huh?
Your hands. The action itself causes the hands to fall right off. Damien chants something under their breath. Their fingers curl before jumping up and scuttling towards the vent. Their hands manage to squirm into the house through the vent cover while Damien closes their eyes to focus. We wait for a few minutes, but eventually...
Okay.
I think I got it. The door swings open.
Wow!
Wow, wowee, wow. Damien, what kind of magic is that? Super handy.
It's nothing.
It's just a basic animation spell that my maker taught me a long time ago.
But
It kind of scares people, as you can guess, so I try not to use it very often.
I'm sure!
Be a great Halloween trick, that's for sure.
Oh.
Or if you wanted to use it for comic effect with those give me a hand kind of jokes. They practically know how to write themselves. Ba-boom-tsh. Big smile, wink and hold up my palms, fingers spread while shaking them enthusiastically.
yes, I could teach you.
Thank you! But...
I'd rather keep my hands where they are for personal reasons, you know how it is.
No,
I don't mean like that.
of course not.
Goodness, I would never want to hurt you.
My maker.
My maker couldn't do it in the same way either, so he crafted a living variant of the spell called Scuttle. Looks exactly like the one I use though.
Oh! You mean...
I could just summon a disembodied hand out of nowhere. Wouldn't someone want that back?
Not quite.
It's more like an illusionary copy, but it's hard to explain in words.
Alright!
I got it. In case, teach me anyway, Professor Damien. I'm ready to learn.
Okay.
Watch closely, please. I'll try to teach you how to cast Scuttle. New spell!
All right.
Repeat after me. Damien starts the spell, and the fingers curl again before hopping up onto the floor. I repeat after them.
Scuttle!
I hold up my hands and poof. I'm hand in hand with myself.
Good work.
Yes!
Yes, good. Be free, my five-fingered friend. I launch my clone hand like I'm sending into battle and scuttles along after Damien's hand.
Damien!
Let's shake hands!
All right.
We shake, but then moments my hands let go of yours, my new companion crumbles into a pile of dust on the floor and disappears.
No way!
Oh no, did I mess something up? They went too soon from this world. Crouched down to where the apparition had just been in dramatic mourning of my sudden loss.
No,
You did a wonderful job.
but
Because it's a copy, the illusional hand can't last very long in the real world.
that's
But a host
all.
for the spell to grab onto it, it lasts about 30 seconds tops. 30 seconds? Giddily springs to my feet. I know, I want to clone my hand next.
Don't do it.
No, you absolutely don't.
Why?
Why not? Think of the possibilities.
Please don't.
Just please, never trust me on this one. Never ever try to copy of your own head.
Alright!
Hey, what about your...
No.
Yeah, fun sometimes.
After all...
You missed out on possibly being the entire Witches Brigade made up of the best matchmaker and demo air high. Demo watches I fold my arms pounding, yielding signaling my yield to their firm request. They let out a sigh of relief and smile softly at me.
I think that's for the best.
For the sake of humanity, I think that's for the best. Since there was practically no customers, I was lounging at the cash register flipping through a magazine. That's when I got interrupted by someone clearing their throat. Glancing up, I saw Damon, who seemed looking extremely uncomfortable. After my usual dance around and shying away, they finally confessed having lost an ear and were looking for a replacement. So using scent track, I was able to locate one in a flash, rewarding me with one of Damien's rare smiles and a pat on the back from Mr. West. End of the day, I got more tips than usual. Nice! Give me the money!
0.
Yes,
Well,
I've been thinking, I know very little about you, don't I?
that's right.
You know very little about anything. This is why you're such an imminent danger of flunking your exams and getting expelled from Dimaware High.
Speaking of which,
How far did you progress with tonight's study plans?
um,
You've been side by side the whole time. You probably know the answer to that question better than I do.
oh yeah.
Do I? In which case I must warn you, unless you start studying very seriously, stop wasting time asking any questions.
right.
That's just it. I fold my arms across my chest in the most exasperated expression I can muster. Zero isn't escaping this time.
Huh?
Like,
Whenever I bring up the topic of your past, you try to deflect it and change the subject.
Do I?
yes,
You do, Zero. You're my oldest friend. I want to know more about you.
but
But if you don't wish to tell me anything, all you have to say is so, and I'll just stop, because I respect your privacy.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a matter of privacy. He let out a defeated sigh.
Actually,
The reason I don't like to talk about my past is it's hardly that glamorous. I simply don't have much of a past to talk about. But you've been a poltergeist for quite a long time, haven't you?
yes.
For much, much too long.
My earliest memories.
Were of that of haunting a northern part of the graveyard, and the name escapes me.
It was.
A quaint little English village.
I remember.
The vane on the church steeple a gleam in midday, the low slide chimes of the church bell telling the hour to those whom no number meant anything. His eyes are hazy like the night skies, he reminiscence about the distant memories of the past.
oh,
Sounds so peaceful there. Whips his head up and towards me by comment having broken me from his trance.
No.
Peaceful? It was so unbearably boring it drove me out of my mind.
Eventually.
One fine night I decided I couldn't stand it any longer and left.
Mm-hmm.
I went here and there, haunting whatever took my fancy. Lonely windswept roads, crumbling disused castles and large, dark, quaking turns. Were you fond of those days?
Not
a bit.
In the past.
I was light, free, and at a loss, so to speak. I drifted aimlessly wherever the wind blew.
Mm-hmm.
One evening I wound up here in Halloween Town.
Actually.
I hadn't planned to stay that longer than I did anywhere else, but for one reason or another I was never able to get around to leaving. Eventually I just got used to the idea of living here. Is there anything you miss? Like from when you, I mean, where you came from?
I've forgotten. I
Know that I miss my family and friends, the slow bitter nights when I was alone. Now I can't remember their names, faces, or what their laughter sounded like.
I'm sorry.
don't worry.
Don't be. A lot of water have flown under those bridges, and good thing at that. I gaze into Zero's eyes, which become low and smouldering, like embers about to die. Instinctively I reach out to touch him, but check myself at the last moment. Zero observes this with a sad smile. What does that mean?
What?
What does what mean?
Well,
That the thing holding you is losing its grip. What does that mean?
That means.
It means that my memory is weakening in all my age, which is pardonable since I've been in Halloween Town so long before you were born.
But.
You, my dear Jason, young, unless your memory starts improving dramatically in great haste, you will fail your Halloween exams and be expelled from school. Fine, be that way. Turns my books in a huff and just about to lift my pen, Zero speaks up.
Thank you.
What for?
Never mind.
We spend the rest of the night in comparable silence. And with that, I'm on to witching hour, but I need to take a break, and I will catch you in a little while.